What's up, guys? My name is Shaekwon Heard. As always, the objective is to be heard. So, first of all, as usual, too sweet to everyone, all my good buddies, Tyler, Usher, Ed Purdy, rocking the Cerberus Wrestling right now. So, too sweet to all of those guys. Too sweet to anybody that's watching this, that will watch this. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you learn something. So, next order of business. I've been away for a while. I know. Well, that's the life of, being in college, working, trying to have a social life, maintaining my status as a wrestling coach. All of that goes into why I've been so busy and so absent. So, my sincerest apologies for that. So I have some things that I haven't shown you all. I know that I've gone through a couple of videos and I've shown you uh, some of my firearms that I like to keep in my collection. Well, I have a couple more that I haven't shown you guys. So we'll go ahead and get right into that. So first is concealed carry Smith & Wesson M&P Shield 40. Now I know that there's a mag and a chambered round in this, so magazine's out, chambered round is out. We'll leave that open. Firearm is empty. We're being safe, people. So this gun is absolutely phenomenal. I've put maybe 50 to 60 rounds through it already, and no, it's honestly more than that. I've probably put closer to 100 through it. Um, I love the gun. As you can see, it's a subcompact, so very small, and I like it. We'll close that. So if I'm out at B-Dubs with my guys watching our UFC events on Saturday night, I can tuck that in, leave that in there, and may or may not know that it's there. So that's another reason that I really like this gun. As you can see, it's obviously two-tone. It's very small, pretty lightweight. It's obviously easy to maneuver with, and I'm actually pretty accurate with it. It is a 40 caliber, so my other handgun that I've shown in a past video is a 9mm. So this is, of course, my first 40 caliber weapon, and I really enjoy it. I like shooting it. It's fun. A little bit of recoil, but I can manage it. When I shot for my CWP course, this is the firearm that I shot, and I did that because I didn't want to qualify with a weapon that I wouldn't normally carry. What is the point of going and qualifying with a 22 or 9mm if I'm going to be carrying a 40 or 4.5? Makes zero sense, because in the event that I need to use this, I want to know what to expect. I want to know that I'm capable of handling what comes with shooting this gun, and I just want to be familiar with it. So if I need to quickly draw my weapon or quickly put my weapon away, it's a matter of being comfortable with the gun, knowing how it fits in my hand, knowing how I want to hold it, knowing everything that there is to know with this particular gun and how it relates to me. So that's why I qualified with this weapon. That's why I primarily carry this weapon, because again, it's a nice, small, fun gun to have. It's 10 out of 10 recommend. If you're going to carry a 40 caliber weapon, or if you're going to carry a weapon at all, I personally recommend Smith & Wesson, just because reputable brand. You're getting good quality stuff for cheap. I got this gun for $329, and you can't beat that price. Like, you just can't. You know that it's Smith & Wesson. So you know what you're getting, and it's cheap, because I could have easily went and spent 575 or 600 bucks on a Glock. And I get it. Yeah, sure, Glock's a great brand too, but you're in essence paying for that name and for magazine capacity at that point. So this is great. Magazine, 7+1. So you have enough shots. I mean, what would I need 17 in my handgun for, you know? So that's that one. Next, oh, we have this bad boy. Oh, this is a fun gun. This is my Savage Stevens 12 gauge, and when I tell y'all I really enjoy firing this weapon, I really enjoy handling this weapon. So again, safety, gun's empty. You can see nothing in there. We'll leave that open so that people don't get nervous for no reason. I'll go ahead and tell you, and I'll just tie it back into the handgun. This one, of course, does have a manual safety. This one, however, does not. So that is something to consider when thinking about what you're going to buy and why you want to buy it. This one does not have a manual safety, and so take that into consideration. Again, this one does, and this gun is so much fun. I've put I've shot maybe 50 shells I've blown through this thing, and I absolutely love it. It's fun. I got them the same weekend from the same store, and again, couple of things that I would change about this gun. The little lever here for my slide. I don't like that it's a ball. I wish that it was an actual like little straight pin or something like that. This ball is really difficult to use, primarily because I'm left-handed. So when I'm doing that, I have to really adjust my hands in order to push that in. That's the main thing that I would change about it. It can get a little, right here at the back of the pistol grip, that can get a little annoying on your hand when you're shooting. If I'm here, that can get a little annoying because if I'm actually shooting it, I'm going to have a firm grip, of course. And as I'm shooting, that just, the hard plastic under here it doesn't hurt, but when you finish shooting, you'll notice that your thumb will be that knuckle right there, that back knuckle will be a little red. And the very first time I shot it, I will not lie, it was a little sore. So those are the two things that I would change about this weapon. Other than that, it's super fun. As you can see, short 18.5-inch barrel. Great home defense weapon if I needed to get something that I could do a whole lot with and not have to worry about how I'm going to maneuver it through my home. I could do that with this weapon, which is the primary reason I bought it. It's strictly for home defense. It's not going anywhere else. I have done some skeet shooting with it, and it was my first time ever skeet shooting, which is really fun. And I would rather have used my long barrel 12 gauge, but with this one, it was, like I said, I did okay, especially for it to be my first time. I think out of 10 skeet, I maybe hit like 4. So not a bad go for my first time, and I was using a more tactical weapon versus a hunting weapon. So I felt okay about it. Like I said, I really like this gun. Won't get rid of it, won't trade it, regardless of the little things that I don't like, because I mean, I could always get those changed or change them myself. So yes, this is again my Savage Stevens 12 gauge, and if you're looking for a great home defense weapon that isn't too big, not too heavy, that of course makes a lot of noise, scares people away without you having to actually shoot them, this would be great. Again, not a big weapon. I doubt it's fully in frame though, just because I'm sitting so close. Not a big weapon, not super heavy. I can maneuver through my home with it. I can maneuver through close quarters with this weapon and get done what I need to get done. So if you're looking for that, I definitely recommend it. if I bought a gun that I wouldn't recommend to you all, then what I would do is make a video telling you why I don't like it and telling you why I don't recommend it, and then I would get rid of it. I won't keep a weapon that I don't think other people should have. If I don't think it's a good weapon, why keep it, you know? So again, Savage Stevens 12 gauge, highly, highly, highly recommend. Home defense, low maintenance weapon, great to have, great look. It's really a good looking weapon. I mean, not sure if you can see all of it, but good looking weapon. Fun to shoot, fun to have. So yes, recommend that one. And I'm just gonna go back to my Smith and Wesson again. Fully recommend. Only thing that may stop some people is doesn't have a manual safety. The safety is within the trigger. So from there, the gun wouldn't fire if there were something in it. You'd have to give it a nice, real firm tug. So that's where the safety is in the weapon. No manual safety, which would definitely deter some people from buying it and especially carrying it. So that's a matter of being familiar with your weapon, trusting yourself, and knowing that this is a tool that cannot operate itself. There has to be a force on the trigger in order for the weapon to fire. So, and that's why I am okay with carrying a weapon with no manual safety. And besides, if I'm in a hostile situation where I need to react quickly because of high emotions and just being under so much pressure to protect yourself and to protect those around you, what I don't want to be doing is fiddling with my weapon. Again, that goes back to being familiar enough with your weapon so that you don't have to fiddle with it. But if I need it to protect my family, I want to be able to draw and fire without having to make any adjustments. That goes back to why there was a chambered round at the beginning of this video, because I want to fire, shoot, I want to draw and shoot, excuse me. So that's really about it. Like I said, very great weapons to have, easy slide on both of these. And if you want to get into shooting, then two great weapons. I wouldn't recommend starting with either of them, but they're good to have, good to grow into. So that's really about it. I will be rewatching and everything and trying to be more active and get you guys more content. Again, that's not just about firearms and mixed martial arts and wrestling. I am brainstorming and trying to diversify my topics of discussion. We'll see how that goes, because at this point, you guys know what I'm passionate about. So again, my name is Shaekwon Heard, and as always, the objective is to be heard. So too sweet to everyone. I hope you guys are fantastic.